So you saw that thing that I had to do at the White House the other day?
I did see it. Yeah. People are pissed.
Who's pissed?
I don't know. People online.
What, because I was at the White House?
Yeah, they're like, yo, Joe, you can't be in the White House, Joe. You said you were politically...
Homeless. I am.
Homeless.
He joked about it. He called me a liberal during the whole thing. He's like, Joe, he's very liberal.
Joe Rogan is standing behind the dude that he allegedly doesn't like right now. Like right now, you can go look this up. This is why I keep telling y'all, stop listening to what him and Dana White or any of those types have to say. They are lying. They are saying what they're saying because they know that he's not popular right now. However, they are 100% on board for everything that dude does. It's just that the base isn't anymore. So they have to talk and say whatever the base wants to hear. When they get back in front of him, though, are they going to be quiet again? They're going to be very quiet again. Because they don't stand for anything. They are literally puppets. They're pawns. People so consumed with greed that they would literally sell out their own mother if it meant they would make another dollar. So no, do not buy the rebrand of Joe Rogan or Dana White or really the UFC for that matter. Because no matter what they say, all you got to do is look at what they're doing. And you'll know everything you need to know. Grown man, by the way, don't believe me, watch this. Joe, you gonna make me do a part 2 to my video.
The other thing, the big conspiracy theory is that Trump is mad at you and he came up to the UFC and he was...
Joe definitely doesn't fuck with Trump. I feel like Trump just called out Joe. I swear I feel like Trump called out Joe. Yeah, Joe been talking hellish. He been talking hellish.
If you check liberal media right now, this is what you'll be seeing. Joe Rogan review what Trump said to him at UFC 327 in Miami, and it wasn't at all what the internet rumors suggested. Yeah, I believe you've seen. They said, oh, Trump went off on Joe Rogan. Oh, this happened. You know, sometimes when you watch these people, you can actually believe that this is actually exactly what is going on. Always crazy. They went off on Joe Rogan the other day. Like, why would Joe Rogan go to the White House? Please stop watching Joe Rogan. That is actually what I see. I think I reported on that. Democrats started calling to boycott Joe Rogan. Like, if he cares. I don't get it. Joe Rogan is someone that doesn't even listen to any person. He's doing what he likes. Trump made it clear that day, oh, Joe Rogan, I know you are a Democrat, and that is a fact. Everybody knows that. Joe Rogan has never said one day that he's a Republican. I've never seen. So seeing people melting down is something I don't understand.
The other thing, the big conspiracy theory is that Trump is mad at you and he came up to the UFC and he was...
Oh, it was the opposite.
That video came out and it was like, look, Trump and Joe Rogan getting embarrassed by Trump.
It was literally the opposite. I texted him on Friday about Ibogaine, and I was telling him how there's all these
that's
vets.
A hallucinogen?
This is the one the vets use.
Yeah.
So they've had to go to Mexico to get this. And he said, what are you looking for? Are you looking for FDA approval? He goes, it sounds good to me. He said, let's do it. And so literally he sees me at the UFC the next day, shakes my hand and says, it's done.
Wow.
That's what he was saying.
That's so funny.
I was like, and I said, thank you, sir. It wasn't like he was mad at me at all.
People jump on these like conclusions like...
Well, that's okay. You know, you're allowed to. But this is the truth. That's exactly what happened. He came to me and he said, it's done.
Now we get to the story of how did we get here in the first place? And Trump says, well, Joe Rogan called me. This is being presented as Trump is so responsive, but Trump sent that back without really knowing anything about it, going, yeah, let's get it FDA approved. Why? Because Joe Rogan texted him. Now I'm going to get to the merits of right. So Rogan said, let's do it. And then they went ahead and did it. Now, what's the truth about Ibogaine? It is very interesting. And in fact, we do need to do some decriminalization of it for it to be studied because it seems to have major promise. It's a psychedelic compound. It's from a West African plant. And you take it, you have like a 12 to 36 hour, I guess you would call it a trip. I don't know if that's the appropriate word.
I believe you've seen them. Now, take a look at what Jon Stewart had to say about this whole situation. You will realize at the end of the day, he was praising this administration for doing this.
But ladies and gentlemen, I want to start the program tonight in a slightly different place. I want to give credit where credit is due. We don't obviously often do this. The president did a solid over the weekend. President Trump signed an executive order in front of his fraternity brothers, fast-tracking the FDA process for novel for veterans and other psychiatric. You know, I'm sorry. I'll let the body. Ibogaine. Rogaine with an ibo. It's easy. I'm sorry. I'm falling into old habits. It's good. You did a good thing. I'm nitpicking. I apologize. A lot of the people are going to get the help they need.
I don't know what to do about this. Apparently, 1 in 5 Americans believe they possess some level of psychic ability. I didn't pick this. According to a recent survey of 2,000 adults, there are 5 of us sitting here.
I decided to take up a little time to do this research and bring this video so you can see the level of hypocrisy. Everyone is appreciating what the president did, and Democrats will not like to give him the credit. They will always struggle, to downplay everything. They lied about Joe Rogan over and over, and I'm actually very impressed that he came out to debunk all the lies that they spread. Oh, Joe Rogan was doing this at the UFC. Oh, Trump spoke to Joe Rogan about what he has been doing. A lot of things came out during that period. I was like, what is this? Must these people do this every single time? It gets boring, to see them do this. Now, here's the truth. You realize at the end of the day, if you keep watching these short clips on social media like this without really real information about everything, you will keep on cutting things like this. It's crazy. I want to address something. I want to appreciate everyone that has been here supporting this channel for almost 5 years now. And at some point, there is something going on. I don't even know what is happening. They keep suppressing the channel, and I don't get videos or recommendations. I don't understand. I don't know what exactly is going on. If I'm doing anything wrong, please, you guys should tell me. I've been doing the same thing, like this for over 5 years. Suddenly, to have 1,000 views is a problem on this channel. I don't know. Please, hit my videos if you see. Hit the videos and share out. It will do you no harm. I'm begging. With this, it would motivate me to continue to always bring you reliable information like this every single time. It gets boring. Like you post, you don't have people to watch.
Not everyone who campaigned for him is having such good luck getting through. Question of why Joe Rogan is getting this pass through is, this is something they've been talking about for years, of using psychedelics to work on post-traumatic stress.
No, I believe that I have psychic abilities. I recall when I was a child, I was about 5 years old, I grew up very poor, and I dreamt a number. And my grandmother was like, we are going to play that number. That's what you used to call it playing.
Yeah. Are you excited for the White House card? That looks really good.
Yeah.
President Donald Trump will celebrate his 80th birthday with us at UFC Freedom 250.
You see how the guy is smiling. And there are videos that, is it not the same Joe Rogan that was going off on Trump? Oh, this, that.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, you're standing right behind Trump. You, Theo Vaughn, all these wishy-washy center magats that are profiting off this, you guys have no soul, and you guys are part of this problem. Stop listening to Joe Rogan, stop listening to Theo Vaughn, stop listening to any of these influencer jackasses. They are just following by their nose wherever money is, not looking at one step in front of them. These guys can't even play checkers. They don't know what chess is, and then Trump tries to say